One of the enduring messages or probably traditions of procurement is cost reduction. But people need to make intelligent decisions around cost reduction and not just reduce cost almost for the sake of it, just to prove that cost can be reduced. We've got an example here of Boeing and their Dreamliner aircraft. A lot of people, I think, are au fait with the story behind Boeing and how long it took them to get the aircraft into production. And when it got into production, it was way over budget. And it was also kind of riddled with problems. And many of these problems had come about because people didn't manage cost intelligently. And there's three aspects to this. The first aspect relates to their use of a suggested method from people they were working with, that they used the Dell Method. Now, the Dell Method is quite well known. The Dell organization, who manufacture computers, put the componentry into their cases and then sell the product on. It works for Dell, but unfortunately it didn't work for Boeing, and it created big problems for them. One of the major problems of using the Dell Method was that Boeing thought that if they outsourced and offshored large amounts of the production, it would help them manage the costs better. But it didn't, because everything about the Dreamliner was new. So when they were moving these things further away and other people were involved in putting them together for them, it created problems in itself. And this was well documented. There's a good reference in the case of an article that was in Forbes magazine at the time. The second problem was that they also decided that as part of the manufacturing process, they would introduce the Toyota method. Now, the Toyota method is around outsourcing to many other organisations, but Toyota knew their suppliers and were well versed with who they were working with and how they operated. Unfortunately for Boeing, Toyota make cars and Boeing make aircraft, and again they're making an aircraft out of new materials to a new design, and this created problems immediately. I think the issue here is that trying to mimic other people's successful strategies doesn't always work for you. Finally, Boeing also moved their C-suite from Seattle, its traditional home, to Chicago, which meant there was a great distance between the final arbiters, the top decision makers, and those that were involved in other matters. And this doesn't work. Boeing found this to their cost. There's a salutary lesson here, which is to look at issues and think about the consequences. And I think that this case study gives you the opportunity to look at a company that is renowned for its superb products, but made some interesting mistakes which we can all learn from.